The 4th Nijigaku album has been previewed through the Love Live School Festival All-Stars game, and it does not have 9, not 10, but actually 12 solo songs here, as now we are now incorporating Mia and Lanzhu. So this is definitely a lot of girls to go, but of course, it's time to take a look and see what people feel about these songs in general. So of course, I'll be going over my opinions, but of course, I'll also ask your guys' opinions. So you can do that in the comments, but you can also participate in a poll and let me know. There are 12 songs here. I'm only asking for your top 5. Because it's cleaner and you have to scroll if I ask for more, and it's easier for you guys to do. So let me know what your top 5 favorites. Make sure you song for each placing. Make sure that you don't mix them up, and it should accept it fine. But of course, I'll be going over my opinions. But keep in mind, we only have our previews. We do not have the full versions of these songs yet, so this will be based on just the previews that we have alone. But keep in mind as well as the All Stars games has 3D MVs for 2 songs, and that would be Toy Doll and Mingzhu by Mia and Lanzhu. So that away, we're gonna go preview the 12 songs here. So each one's gonna get 20 seconds, and after I preview every single song here, then we are going to discuss how I feel about each song currently. Of course, this is likely to change in the future because these are just the previews. These songs are still pretty new, but with that away, let's go ahead and listen to the songs.
記憶は鮮明でまるで現実で歯がゆいほど越えていけば現代へ今と放て隠された願い占いなんて信じてないけどエビが高さい書いてちょっとへこんでたら色とりどりのスケールで日常は七色にメイクアップハッシュタグサイト扉を開け放つ感じからめの知性など後悔はないでしょ女の子はいつも刀を背負って今戦いよさエイサ心まで強く空が赤く染まって今日という日が明日の君にまたララララ恋はいつも優しさと思いやりでおもてなし支えたい Love for you 癒したい Love with you Break down 小さな手のひらにこぼれ落ちそうな願い心に咲いた Break down 立ち上がれるんだ何度だって人は誰も怯えている夢の果て待ち受ける世界にその微笑みが落とす奇跡願いいつも灯る We go, we gotta go Cause I know that miracles really do Come again, tell me when you will understand Don't pretend cause you're turning red again Here we go, we gotta go Cause I know that miracles really
So with that out of the way, it's time to get to my trash taste in music and see what I feel is the best and worst of them so far. So in 12th place, I put Ayumu hesitantly. I'm not very confident in the one I feel like I like the least out of them all so far. But so far, Ayumu hasn't really impressed me in a whole lot of areas, and I do like Ayumu's solo songs. I like it more on average than people. I am a fan of Yume Ino Ippo, and I love Dream With You a lot. But obviously the style is going to be very different in this album, so people who I tend to normally like for the solo songs, it's not necessarily going to translate very well here. This one feels kind of like an anime opening, kind of that shonen style anime song. And I don't know, I've listened to ones I like better. This one's fine, but I don't feel a whole lot when I'm listening to the chorus, and that's kind of the part where you have to nail. And I'm just not really feeling it. There are a lot of parts of the instrumentals that I do enjoy, but overall, I feel a little empty when I listen to this. I don't know if there's something that I have to grow into or listen to this song more. So far, I don't know, I feel mostly just unimpressed so far. I don't want to say it's not like bad, but I just don't really feel like I'm enjoying this song as the other one so far. So right now, I guess that's just where I'm at with this song for right now. But let me know if you like this song, why you like it, because I'm curious. I haven't really found a reason to like it yet. In 11th place, I put Rina's solo song, First Love Again. And well, the problem is it's a slower song, and slower songs take time for me to like or to grow accustomed to it. And yeah, this is definitely one of the slower songs here. So I'm not one to really ask or look at or get opinions on when it comes to slower songs initially, because it takes time for me to really get attached to this song. So with the previews, I usually wouldn't look too much into how I feel about slower songs, and usually slower songs are very hit and miss for me. There are definitely slower songs that I really love and enjoy. For Rina's, I find it's adequate, it's decent, but I'm failing to see something that really impresses me here, and that's kind of the problem that I get to. Like, the best way I can describe it, it's just fine so far. But that's something I will have to listen to more before I can really get my feelings on this one. As for right now, let me put it this way. I feel there's potential there. I see there are parts I definitely do like, but I haven't really gotten attached to it. So right now, currently, I'm enjoying listening to other songs more. So for right now, yeah, I'm gonna put it 11th, but I'll be more firm about my rankings when the actual full versions are out, when I got to listen to this a lot more. Then I could put a little bit more of an accurate ranking on it, but sometimes it takes me months or maybe even over a year before I really come to really like a slower song. Next up, I put Kasumi's To Be Yourself next, and I don't really have a whole lot of confidence in this placing. I think this one definitely could change a lot more in the future, but based on the previews, I need more to really show if I like this song or not. Because there are parts that I like. The whoa-ohs in the beginning, I think is a nice touch. But overall, I'm also kind of getting that anime vibe kind of feeling from her song here. Although I like it a little bit more than Ayumu's from what I'm getting so far. I see potential in here, but I don't know if it's fully realized for me yet. So, I don't know. I don't feel great about putting it slow, because I just enjoy the other songs more as of right now. But maybe this is something that will grow on me in the future. Next up, we have Karin's Turn It Up. And overall, I feel like this is a good song. The thing that I like the most has definitely been the chorus, and that's the part that it should nail. And I've been liking that part. The rest of it I feel is a little okay, underwhelming-ish. So overall, I feel like this is alright. I like the style so far, and I'm not gonna lie. But I think there are a lot of songs that have a lot more parts to the song that I enjoy overall more. And this one, it's mostly just been the chorus. So I need to listen to more if more of that stuff will be in parts of the song later. You know, I mean, the chorus is probably just a slightly altered version for the second chorus compared to the first one. But, you know, hearing multiple choruses, and if they do a really nice third chorus, you know, that could definitely change my opinion of the song. So far, good, but not great. And I don't mean that in a bad sense, but overall, not too shabby. So now we get to Setsuna's song Yada, and this one is definitely the one that I feel most conflicted about or unsure about. It's really early, so I don't have really firm feelings on whether I like it or meh about it. So this song, of course, I love Setsuna Yuki's vocals. That's never been a question. This song has interesting elements to it, and the fact that it really does mimic kind of like that video game style and sound I like. But man, this song sounds just a little too cutesy for Setsuna. Not that Setsuna can't be cute, but I don't know. It's kind of the problems I feel like I almost have with Asuna sometimes. It just feels like it's a little too cutesy. Like, I imagine this kind of song style being for a kid's platformer game. And, you know, that's not the kind of game you'd be, like, getting good music out of, or the ones you enjoy later to this day. Maybe that's the case for you, but I just feel like it's a little too kiddie almost. A little too cutesy for my taste. And, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be crazy about listening to a platformer music that sounds like it's a game designed for 3-year-olds or 2-year-olds, and I'm not talking about like Mario, I'm talking about like even younger kids. So I don't know, that's kind of the feel I'm getting. Like, I still like it. It's fun, it's lively, it's energetic. Setsuna has great vocals, but it just feels like it's a little more cutesy than I was hoping, and not that a little cutesy is bad. So I don't know, I've just been conflicted. I really been finding this, that it's been up and down my ranking so much, I wasn't sure where to put it. But overall, I'm going to kind of put it in the middle ground right now, and we'll see how it changes once I get the full version of the song. Oh boy. Next up, we got Kanata's solo song, Silent Blaze. And this one I think is a pretty decent one overall. We got another one that's kind of similar to that anime stylish that they're kind of going with some of these songs. Although I think this has been my favorite one out of those. I gotta say, it's pretty good. Kanata's vocals have always been great. Although I feel like I enjoy her more traditional style, I guess you want to say. More like things like My Hen Star and My Own Fairy Tale. I love those songs a lot. And I also love Butterfly, but I don't know if I want to call that her more traditional style. I really come to love Kanata's songs here. This one feels like a little lacking to me, as I don't know, not as much as my style. I still think it is a pretty good song. I enjoy the instrumentals, the voice, the overall. It's a decent, pretty good song. I'm not gonna argue against that. But part of me also kind of wishes she was a little more her traditional style. But I don't think it's necessarily bad to try to do different things here. So overall, I think it's pretty decent, though there are definitely a few more songs that I've been enjoying more so far. We'll see how that changes, especially when more verses and the bridge and choruses come out, and see if that changes my opinion. So now we get to Shioriko's Concentrate, or Concentrate, or whatever. And that's the 6th place, so we're in the middle of the pack here. This one I honestly didn't think I was going to rate it as this high. You know, it's definitely a little bit more lively and goofy, but I don't know, I think Shioriko did a pretty good job on it, and she has pretty good vocals. I don't think I like this as much of her other 2 solo songs, which were honestly pretty epic, and I really like that Japanese traditional element being infused into her songs. And then, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss that in this song, but I still find it's kind of fun and catchy to listen to. So honestly, not a bad job by Shioriko here, and we'll see how it goes in the full version. Now we get to 5th place with Diabolic Mulier, I think that's how it's said, by Ayumu. And if I had a award for a song that would caught me the most off guard from this album, it's gotta be this one. Wow, I wasn't expecting I to sing this, but she did a pretty good job, honestly. I can see people not necessarily liking this song, especially how it's a little more dramatic. But, you know, I gotta say I do appreciate that, especially because Love Live doesn't really have that many kind of songs like this. It almost feels like you can listen to a Halloween here, and to see I be able to do something so different from all of her really happy kind of style that you normally have her. Dude, this kind of change is kind of nice and refreshing, at least for me. I know some people might love that kind of style, but I don't know, I kind of like this little style a little bit more from at least. And this is not better than Metric Going in my opinion, but honestly this was quite a nice surprise. Next though, we get to Lanzhu's Mingzhu, however you say that in Chinese, and I don't know, it's grown on me a little bit more, and I'm not trying to focus on, the visuals or anything, because honestly that looks really nice for sure, but the song, it's definitely kind of gotten in that kind of electronic pop dance kind of style, and I know that's not necessarily always my biggest vibe here, but I feel like it is pretty catchy, and I like the vocals, and the echoes, and Lanzhu does a pretty good job here. So this has been growing on me a little bit. And, I have listened to this one more than the others, so maybe that is perhaps a factor that would give it a little bit of advantage. But, it's not too shabby, honestly. I've been listening to it a little bit more than the others. And I gotta say, I have been enjoying it more than I thought I would. Especially after my first listen, I thought it was just run-of-the-mill kind of song here. But, no, I think this is pretty fun to listen to. So in third place, we got Toy Doll by Mia. And no, I didn't really plan on putting all the association girls like right next to each other, but I guess that's the way it turns out. So Mia's Toy Doll, very, very interesting. So the fact that it's currently only completely in English so far is really cool. I actually understand the lyrics without having to translate. So that is a huge advantage for me, but I'm not going to be giving that an advantage in terms of rankings or me liking it just because I can understand it better. But honestly, at the song I've been enjoying a little bit more and more I listen to it. And yeah, I made a comparison saying like, oh, it's kind of like a Disney kind of song, and I still think it very much reminds me of the Disney Channel. Not that I watch a lot, but I heard it enough to get the kind of idea. But pretty decent song, I'm not gonna lie. I've been enjoying it. The kind of the rock kind of instrumentals with the guitars, it's fun, honestly, and it's nice to honestly be able to understand it. So overall, it's a pretty good song, and I've been liking it more. It's kind of shot up my rankings a little bit more as I've been listening to it, and I think Mia does an excellent job here. So I'm honestly kind of surprised I put it this high, but it's a decent song. I have to give her credit here. I don't think I like it more than I'm Still. I think I'm Still is a little bit more epic, but this is definitely a fun song to listen to. And for second place in this album, I've got Itsu Datte for You by Emma Verde. And honestly, I was a little surprised to see that I enjoyed pretty much almost every single part of this song. I don't think any parts really blow me away, but I really do like that chorus, and Emma does a great job here. And I honestly don't have any problems with the song overall. So, yeah, I still like and enjoy listening to this song. And it's kind of been interchangeable between the top 3 or so songs, so those are likely to potentially change depending on what elements get added into the full previews of the song and the full versions of the song. So don't look in too much what I rank necessarily 1, 2, or 3, but I gotta say Emma's done a pretty good job here, and I know she has done plenty good jobs before, especially like with La Belle Patria and Ayumu Uta. Again, Emma can sing well, so honestly, good job on Emma. I think this is a pretty good song. I don't know if everyone else agrees. I don't remember seeing a whole lot of people going crazy about this song, but I gotta say, I think it's pretty decent. And for my favorite out of this album, we have Eieisa by Shizuku Osaka. I can't say I was surprised. That's kind of the one that's really stuck out to me the most when I was listening to the song for the first time. Although Emma's did stick out pretty well. But I gotta say, this one has been my favorite so far. I just find it catchy. It's still got that kind of traditional element in that song, and I enjoy that in the instrumentals. I don't know if I'm super firm on this ranking yet, especially because we don't have the full versions, but I have been enjoying this one, and I think this could work for Shizuku, especially with the theater. She could be doing the theater about samurais or something like that. I don't know. Honestly, I think it's been a pretty good song, and I do like listening to this one a lot. But let me know in the comments below what you think about these songs and my rankings. What is your favorite top 5 of these songs? Let me know in the comments below. What do you enjoy about them? Why is it your favorite? Or, you know, what do you think is going to be your favorite? What are you looking forward to? What are you hoping to be added in those previews? And is there any songs that you've been disappointed in by so far? What do you think about the, I guess, 2 MVs that we have? And if you got ideas of what the MVs might look like for the rest of the songs, assuming these will be added later, hopefully, in All-Stars, let me know about that in the comments below. And of course, thank you to everyone who watches. And of course, big shout out to the YouTube members on my channel, like Coolmax, who support my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in another video soon.